feels so foreign because I have not done this in such a long time. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of a chill sit-down recap for the cruise I went on, just because I didn't film a ton besides B-roll, which I think is most important because the cruise was just such a fun trip and I wanted to be as present as possible, but of course still get like all of the beautiful scenery and all the different places we went to, the excursions. I mean, the cruise for one, I've never been on a cruise before, so it was just a really cool experience. All of that said, I have not talked to a camera in so long. You may notice I'm in like a really different area. I actually moved to Oklahoma since the last time I vlogged, which I believe was when I was visiting Dallas. So summer has just been so crazy. It has been non-stop. So I've been taking the time here to just really just get situated. My room that you cannot see is pretty much unpacked but not unpacked. It's kind of all over the place because I need to get a desk and maybe like a little vanity because I tend to like to do my makeup like kind of in a corner somewhere like I used to do at college. But I have a cute little bookshelf and obviously my bed here, a little nightstand, but it's just very messy, so we're not going to show you the craziness of moving to a new state. But I'm super excited to be here and it's been so fun already. I also want to say I have this really cool clicker thing. It's very tiny, like it's a tiny little remote, but it connects to my phone so I could stop and start the video whenever I want, which is literally the coolest thing to me. I guess just because it has to do with video and editing, and it's just super handy. Anyways, so I went on a cruise with the Royal Caribbean, which was literally a really awesome experience, but I'll get into all the craziness too because there's some stuff. Overall, it was a really awesome trip. I got to go with my family from Washington, which I'm super close with, and it was just really cool just to be able to see them for one, because I tend to only get to see them during the summer, and just be able to go on a cruise with them and with my cousin who is my age, so we just like do everything and all things together. If I'm ever looking over here, it's because I have my laptop with said video, just so I get an idea of just like refreshing my brain of all that happened, because I have all the B-roll together in order. There's like a tractor going over there. That's crazy. Anyways, just so I could remember everything that kind of happened, because today is July 24th. I ended up leaving on the cruise June 17th, and it was till the 25th, I believe, maybe the 24th. As I said, it's been a hot minute since I went on that cruise, so my brain, I just need a big refresh. That's why I have my computer here, just so that we can talk about each day, as little or as much as needs to be said. Before I get started, definitely be sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. I am hoping to post a little bit more because I just love YouTube and it's such a passion of mine, so I'm just hoping to just do what I love and get more out here. So it would definitely help if you subscribe and give this video a like. Before the cruise even started, it was just a crazy time even getting there, because all before this, my dear friend got engaged on, we're going all the way back to June 3rd. And this all makes sense once I get to it, because on June 3rd, my friend got engaged in Sedona. And so I was so fortunate to be able to go there with a bunch of friends, and we, I think like 4 cars carpooled. But it was just a beautiful day. It was a long day and it was so worth it, but I guess I just tend to plan things back to back, because unfortunately for me in my sleep, we left really early morning to do the whole thing, and I got back to my house around, I think it was like 12:30 in the morning, and I had a flight already scheduled months ago before I really knew about the engagement date, essentially, to go to Colorado for my friend's birthday, which was technically that same day because it was 12 a.m. at that point on the 4th, and my flight was departing at 5 a.m. So if you can imagine, I got home, I slept for a little bit, very little, I think like 2 hours, and then had to go all the way to Phoenix Airport, where I'm originally from, and get on the plane and then get to Colorado, and I landed there at 7 a.m. and it was such a fun trip. It was a really quick trip, but I was just there for some friends' birthdays. My boyfriend was also there that I was like kind of seeing at the same time, so that was really cool. And I was in Colorado for about 5 days, I believe, and right after that I had planned to just fly directly from Colorado to Oklahoma, where I could see my boyfriend and his family. So that then, already planned with him months ago, was for my boyfriend Enoch to then help me drive to Houston to meet my family on this said cruise, to go on this cruise together. I hope that makes sense. It was definitely back to back, but what's a summer without a bajillion plans? I'm definitely so thankful that my boyfriend was willing to literally drive me there, because Texas is like, you know, considerably close to where we live here in Oklahoma, but to Houston, gosh, I can't even remember now. I think it was, oh my gosh, I think it was like 5 to 6 hours if I'm not mistaken. I also did just drive with my boyfriend 19 hours to even get here from Arizona, so my brain is just all over the place. Again, that was just a couple days ago, and this cruise was like a month and a half ago almost. My boyfriend and his parents also drove with us, so it was just really fun, like little day road trip to get to the hotel, and then my family from Washington had to then fly to Houston to like meet us there and like, you know, get on the port and all the things. So to even get on the ship was just crazy. So you can imagine the first day, which I'll get to, like actually on the cruise, I was exhausted. There was just so much going on. It was just a whole thing. But my family that I finally got to see that day, I believe it was the 17th of June, they got to meet my boyfriend and his parents, and then I slept with my family at the hotel, and his family ended up staying the night. We had breakfast together. It was just a great time. And then a bus actually picked us up, and then we had like an hour, I think to the ship, yeah. So it wasn't too bad of a drive. It was pretty bumpy from what I remember. I don't know why. It was an interesting drive. So that's where we get to me like filming B-roll and starting to document this trip. So I will add that right now. But it's been so fun. So if you're wondering all that was on the trip, as you saw in those clips, my grandma and grandpa were there, which I believe was for their 50th wedding anniversary, which was awesome. That even for me to be there was so fun. Of course, my uncle, my aunt, and my cousin. So it was a really good little group. It was so fun. And really that whole day, we were just trying to like figure out where to go, kind of explore things. I mean, when we first kind of like walked on a cruise, like I thought I was in like a huge crazy hotel. It kind of reminded me, I want to say Las Vegas when I was there before. I believe it was a mall, but it was just crazy. But I could be wrong. But I just like walked in and I was just like, what is happening? We were all like, where do we go? Like you might have heard my grandma say if I left it in, like, where do we go, Chris? Like we had no idea. But of course we finally found our rooms, and me and my cousin were staying in one suite. And then my uncle and my grandparents were sleeping in 2 other suites, and they got to see the ocean from their balcony view, which was really cool. I have a lot of good clips of that. I loved me in my cousin's room. It was just so nice. It was comfy. I could sleep anywhere, so I wasn't really struggling. I mean, the bed was nice. And our balcony view, I forget the term. I think it was called, it looked like a really big park oasis from where our balcony was, which we then explored that night, which you may have saw some clips of, and it was just so beautiful. Later that week, we ended up going into a restaurant in that area, and that was one of my favorite places. It just felt so, it didn't feel like you were on a ship. It was just beautiful. And then we get to the next day, which was Monday.